not much different than our own. A time when authorities took the liberty of literally liberating liberals of their ability to live. He had confidence in his step, revolution in his eyes. He wore his under a black beret, but it could not be contained. It was bursting at the sides. To him, it was a representation of revolution, a demonstration of defiance, a sign of non-compliance. It said, "Look at me, devil. Watch my shoulders roll as I stroll through this concrete jungle on the prowl. I am Panther, and I am proud. Look at me and be afraid." His name was Frederick. He was born with the gifts of volume and diction, a speaker box filled with the love below. It's no wonder he was an outcast. He cast his out of control. Most would call it nappy, but he carried classy in his countenance. To him, it was a reminder of a freedom that he had gotten by chance, a birthright that just happened to drop in his lap while it was being snatched away from so many others. It was the scratch on his seedy vocal cords that forced him to repeat his worn-out manifesto daily, an alliteration of abolition that would allow all Africans and Americans to advance without restriction. Her name was Angela. She was born with a mind quicker than her death at her tongue, and her thoughts were roly-poly-oly. They would just pass out of the box. She spent her free time laughing the commonplace in the face and taunting the norm with her originality. She wore hers in perfect symmetry, and it was a reflection of her sound mind. To her, it was a proof of her innocence, a reminder that even though to them it made her look guilty, it was also the real reason she was the most wanted woman in America. His name was Samson. He was born the world's first superhero. He could crush the peaks of mountains with his hands and boil them to volcanoes with his rage. Philistines shook at the mere mention of his name. He assassinated asses with their own jawbone while drinking from a honeycomb with a mustard tone that said, "I wish you would keep talking, you uncircumcised donkey. You flaunted like you ain't scrawny. You about to make me angry. God won't let you harm me. I'm a one-man army." He wore his uncut and mimicked the power of the sun with its jet black shine. To him, it was a covenant with the Father, an extension cord plugged into the almighty source of power that had been kicked out by lust and pride, and he would rather die blind with the Philistines than to clip his connection ever again. My name is Kito Oswazi Akil Fortune. I grew up far too afraid of my own shadow to love my reflection. I've yet to find a cause that I'm really willing to die for, and my only claim to fame is arranging these bouquets of words for people who barely understand the color scheme. But every time somebody tells me that I should cut my hair, an avatar state of defiance is passed down through the generations, bubbles up in my stomach chakra, and comes bellowing out of my mouth saying, "No, I don't need a reason to be myself. The reasons have been laid out by men and women far greater than I. So when I tell you that I'm not going to cut my hair right now, don't call me rebellious, call me Huey. On the days when I don't feel like combing it, don't call me nappy, call me Frederick. When I tell you that a white man has convinced you that natural black hair cannot look professional, don't call me a smartass, call me Angela. When my passion boils over like molten lava, don't call me angry, call me Samson, call me thunder, call me power, call me man, call me funk master, call me centric, call me samurai, call me chocolate rain, call me groovy, call me cuffy, call me Shaka Zulu, call me King Cophetua, call me dynamite, call me Freeman, call me Rasta, call me brother, call me thunder, call me power, call me man, call me thunder, call me power, call me man, call me Afro thunder, call it Afro power, call me Afro man, Afro man, Afro man.